I mean, if we had somebody that could show us a look for James Cook, we'd be using him a lot. So, it's talent. He's very talented with the football in his hand, and they do a great job of maximizing his skill set and understanding that defensively everybody's at the point of attack. No matter where the ball starts with him or think it's going to go somewhere, and you have to be sound and have to have some gap discipline and certainly great efforts to get to the ball. And rarely does the first guy tackle him.
So it's very appropriate that Swagoo is wearing flowers today on his shirt.
How about that shower curtain behind him, though? Like, what are we doing?
Marcus, are you in a bathtub? Like, what is going on?
I'm actually in Vegas, guys, and this is the curtains. This is the curtains in Vegas. Okay, leave me the hell alone and let me talk about James Cook, please.
And when you're I was going to say that you're going to give James Cook his flowers. Isn't that nice how we bring that all today? Okay, Swagoo.
You put it together.
In front of the shower curtain. Let's go.
Hang in there, Hannah. We got the joke. It was perfect. It was perfect.
Okay.
Listen. I honestly believe that Joe Brady should be one of those coaches that's talked about as far as the next head coach offensively, and the way that he's rebirthed and made this running game a priority in Buffalo. We know Josh is the guy, and we know Josh is the one that makes everything go. But I just wanted to shout out James Cook because he's not getting enough credit for how dominant he's been in this run game. This also goes very much in line with the offensive line, the offensive formations, how many people they're putting at the line of scrimmage and allowing him to find seams. And he's one of the best one-cut running backs in the NFL. He understands. His vision is crazy. I went back and looked at it, and I'm like, look, when a guy rushes for 100 yards in 3 straight games, it's not just the offensive line. He has to create and make some of his own runs, and he does as good a job as anyone in this league at doing it. He was really good last year, but I think this last 3-week run against these defenses and what he's been able to do has been phenomenal. And that part of Buffalo's offense is what I think more so carries them into potentially being Super Bowl champions than anything I've seen from them in the recent years.
Yeah, shout out to the Bills coaching staff, because remember, when he was a young player, he had a fumbling issue to start his career. And they obviously worked with him to help him become the player he is today. Marcus, there's not a single person in America who believes that's not a shower curtain, okay? And I love you. Here's the thing with this run game. You got to run at New England, not try to run around New England. If you try to run to the perimeter's defense in your Buffalo, I actually think that's going to be a struggle for you, even though it's a very good run game. You got to go at them. And they protect their edges very good.
Just to prove you wrong. Just to prove you wrong.
Are you okay now?
This is why I love you. This is why I love you. Oh, man.
All right, I'm going to close them because they hate the lighting. All right, let's go.
He did it with the remote.
You may continue.
So I just think, like, if you're New England, run at this defense, Buffalo, run at them, don't run around them, and make sure you block Robert Spillane. A very good inside linebacker.
Mina.
Hang in there, okay? Y'all know I'm crazy.
No,
I'm crazy. Hang in there.
Drake May.
That was just really smooth. Like, you're facing away from the window, and you managed to do that remotely. I mean, that was unbelievable.
I stay in nice hotels, y'all. Y'all know that about me.
Oh, yeah. No, we're not worried about that. No, we know that's true. Mina, New England is coming off a game where they scored over 40 points. What do you expect from that offense against Buffalo?
Man, Drake May's been playing so well. Competition obviously hasn't been the best, but he has taken a real leap in terms of his accuracy, and they're starting to push the ball downfield more, the decision-making. You're really seeing a second-year quarterback putting it all together. The one thing I want to highlight in this game, though, the Patriots are using 12 personnel, 2 tight ends on the field, 34% of the time, Hunter Henry and Austin Hooper being those tight ends. I think they are going to attack the Bills' linebackers and safeties in coverage. And I'm interested in seeing if the Bills play a lot of nickel, as I expect, if they're going to be able to actually run the ball out of those looks, which has kind of been the missing piece. But do not overlook this quarterback, the way he is playing right now. This is not an offense that you can easily get past, and I think we're going to see that this weekend.
Yeah, and I think the accuracy point's a good one. And I think the thing that stands out just watching Drake throw the football is it looks like his release has gotten a little bit tighter and a little bit quicker. He's always had a little bit of like an elongated release, and it sometimes was very deliberate. It seems like it's gotten quicker and tighter, and I think that's helping that accuracy.
I feel there's a way that they could go in there and get this win, but no, it's
totally
the gong. Right?
Yeah, I don't think it's a foregone conclusion.
I think it could be close.
We're all picking the Bills. And 2017, once again,
it's going to hit at some point, Hannah.
Rears its ugly head.
I love it.
Rears its predictable head.
I'm about 8 weeks out from not picking any games. So here we go.
Oh, that's terrific. I can't wait for that.
Spooky.
Okay, as for the other undefeated, the Eagles are 4-0. You wouldn't know it from looking at their total yards. And by the way, what everybody's been talking about this week, outgained in all 4 games. The second 4-0 team to do so since yards were first tracked over 90 years ago. Wow, that's a new one. A.J. Brown's usage in the Eagles offense under scrutiny as head coach Nick Sirianni spoke about what he has seen from Jalen Hurts and A.J. together this week.
I just see 2 guys that are great pros that, care deeply about winning and they know that they're the way they perform, it dictates winning and losing, and they work very hard at that together to put the best product out on the field that we can.
Has there ever been a more dissected and scrutinized 4-0 team than the Eagles because of the way their offense looks? But Mina, how can they break out against a defense that we all know is very tough?
Man, it feels like 2023 all over again because the Eagles have to figure out how to beat split safety defenses once again, right? Last year, they faced split safety at the 30th highest rate in football. This year, it's 12th because teams are not afraid of them running them out of those looks the way they did last year with all those explosive runs. Denver is not traditionally a split safety defense, but Vance Joseph is no dummy. He's been watching the tape. I expect them to play way more zone than usual this week. And so there's a few things they can go to that. I'm sure, Dan and Marcus, you guys have some thoughts. One thing I would go to that I think has been curiously absent, RPOs. Dallas Goedert working in the middle of the field. That's not been a big part of this offense thus far this season. And I think it should be because that has historically been one of their answers against zone in the past.
Yeah, MK, I love that you brought that up. Listen, I'm more like, I know this kind of been hijacked by A.J. Brown in the passing game, but we haven't talked about how ineffective the run game has been with the Philadelphia Eagles as well. And I know Saquon Barkley is a polarizing guy based on what he did last year, but they have to get him going as well. He's just not a guy making a lot of noise. And I think it goes back to what you just said, MK, trying to figure out how to get this RPO going. But more importantly, what about finding other areas for Saquon to attack? Right? We just talked about how the San Francisco 49ers used Christian McCaffrey last night. There needs to be a little bit more nuance. Last year, his running opened up all of that passing that we start to see later in the season with the Philadelphia Eagles. But also, it's become kind of stagnant. Like the runs and the concepts have become super stagnant. I think they need to kind of not reinvent this run game, but find more opportunities to get Saquon on edges, get him with long, drawn-out stretch plays, find ways to get him motioning back in from a slot position. Do some of those things to try to find some of that light. Yeah, well, that too. Yeah, duo all the time, Dio. At some point, as defenses, we are not going to allow you to just run down the gut of the defense. You're going to have to do something different. So hopefully we start to see Saquon find some space and them try to get him on some edges to unlock some things in this offense as well.
Yeah, defenders have just been picking him up so early in his runs. All right, let's talk about Bo Nix, okay? Career high in passing yards in that win over the Bengals on Monday. What kind of challenges do they present for Vic Fangio's defense?
Yeah, I think the big thing is that they'll present 4-by-1 formation, Denver to Philadelphia, but they'll do a lot of different things out of it. It's not just you're going to get it in one formation in one play or two formations in two plays. You can get gap scheme out of it. Well, they'll go pullers and RPO opposite. So that's really 2 plays in one that you're going to have to defend if you're Philadelphia. They'll motion tool with a player like Marvin Mims, and they'll have a run, and then that just perimeter ball. And now Philadelphia defends it very well, but Mims has got really big time speed. They'll get a 4x1 and just run at you. ISO ball with the lead blocker as their fullback, and they'll get into 4x1 and then motion, and it'll look like a RPO, and then they'll get to their 3-level pass concept and their rookie RJ Harvey out in space. And so I think just how Philadelphia handles all the different ways that Denver gets to their 4x1 and the different plays that they can run out of it will be a big storyline of how well that offense can play against a good defense.
Hannah, can I ask Dan a question?
Sure.
So, Dan, I'm so glad you brought that. That's what I was seeing. And one of Sean Staples when he was in New Orleans was trying to create space pre-snap, right? Is this 4x1 that he's created box removal? Is that his goal to get this defense kind of widen and then create with that passing game?
100%. And Marcus, I would tell you, for the young quarterback, it's a simple read off them. It's a read off of like one defender, and so allows them to play fast and get some playmakers in space. 100%.
Time for our picks. And
Jiminy Christmas,
once again,
guys.
we're all on the Eagles. Jiminy Christmas.
I should have went Denver. I didn't know all y'all was going Philly. I should have went Denver.
It's too late. And that 2017 score, right back there.
It's the first time I've used it today.
There it is.
They are 4-0.
It's getting old, Dan.
No, it's good, Dan. It's good. 21-18.
Week 4 or week 5.
There you go, Mina. It's time for AI-generated fantasy insights provided by IBM. This week, Watson X has Broncos running back J.K. Dobbins ranked 7th on the week's Boom list of players projected to outperform expectations. Facing that Eagles defense we talked about, Watson X projects a high of 17.5 fantasy points. That would be a season high. And among the top 10 games